What's up guys, this is Massey. Welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about function 1 over x plus 2 times x minus 1. This is reciprocal of quadratic function. We have 5 questions in here. First one, it says write an equation for horizontal asymptote. Second one, it says write an equation for vertical asymptote. Find x-intercept and y-intercept. Find out the domain and range. Find out the end behavior. First of all, I'm going to write the horizontal asymptote. Horizontal asymptote is going to be, since the order of the numerator is less than the order of the denominator, it's going to be y equals to 0, which is the x-axis. Part B is going to be vertical asymptote. It's where the denominator is going to be 0. How the denominator is going to be 0? If x plus 2 is 0 or x minus 1 is 0. So x plus 2 equals to 0. It means that x equals to negative 2. X minus 1 equals to 0, which means that x equals to positive 1. So we have two vertical asymptotes because the order of the denominator is 2. We have a quadratic function in the denominator, so we have two vertical asymptotes. Now it says find out the x-intercept and y-intercept. Since the horizontal asymptote is y equals to 0, it means that the function never touches the x-axis, so there is no x-intercept. No x-intercept. And that makes sense because the numerator cannot be 0 at all. What about y-intercept? Y-intercept is where x is 0. We sub it to the function, it's going to be 0 plus 2 times 0 minus 1. That's going to be negative 1 over 2. So the x-intercept is 0 and negative 1/2. D, find out the domain and range. Domain is going to be, we had it from the horizontal asymptote, is going to be x(ER). X cannot be 0. Actually, no. X cannot be negative 2 and positive 1. I basically get confused with the range. So negative 2 and 1, because we have vertical asymptotes in here, so it never touches these two functions. So domain is x(ER). X cannot be negative 2 and 1. Range is going to be y(ER), and y cannot be 0 because we have the horizontal asymptote there. So that's the domain and range. Let's look at the graph of this function and find out the behavior. So f of x equals to 1 over x plus 2 times x minus 1. So we have the graph here. That's the vertical asymptote. Vertical asymptote here as well. And now how to graph it. We need to basically find out the behavior around the vertical asymptote. First of all, x when approaches positive 1 plus, it means that slightly greater than 1, it's going to be 1 over, let's say if it's 1.1, it's going to be 1.1 plus 2 times 1.1 minus 1. As you see here, it's going to be positive. So it means that this side is going to go to positive infinity. So it's going to be something like that. And it is going to basically approach to 0, but it never touches or crosses the x-axis. Now what about this side of the vertical asymptote, which x approaches 1 minus. It means that slightly less than 1. Let's say 0.9, for example. It can be 0.95, 0.98, something like that, but it has to be slightly less than 1. So this is positive, this is negative, so the answer is going to be negative. So it means that, so it's going to be from here. Now, let's look at the behavior around the other vertical asymptotes. X negative 2 plus and x negative 2 minus. Negative 2 plus, it means it's slightly greater than negative 2. Let's say it's going to be negative 1.9. So 1 over negative 1.9 plus 2 negative 1.9 minus 1. So that's positive, and here is negative, so it's going to be negative. It means that it is going to be something like this. So it goes to negative infinity from here, it goes to negative infinity from here. And in here, when we have negative 2 from the left hand side, it's going to be negative 2.1. So 1 over negative 2.1 plus 2, negative 2.1 minus 1. That's negative, and negative multiply each other is going to be positive. So it is going to be something like this. So basically this is the graph of 1 over x plus 2 times x minus 1. We have two vertical asymptotes, and these are the behavior and behaviors when x goes to positive infinity, y goes to 0, and same thing with the negative infinity. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment if you have any question. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.